The Dais held its democracy forum with NDP federal leader Jagmeet Singh on Friday at TMU's Student Learning Center. Singh spoke to the event's moderator and founder of the Democracy Forum, Martin Ray Cohen, about the country's dental health care plan, pharmacare, grocery prices, and how to make social connections using social media.
So pharmacare is it's when you think about Medicare, without medicines, it was left out in the 1960s when the NDP pushed for pharmacare. For Medicare, you had to have a compromise to make it work. So the Liberals are on the hook for this, but they missed their deadline last year, and you gave them until March 1st. By the way, that's 4 weeks minus a day or two from now. So what's the deal here? Are they going to make it?
We brought forward the idea of dental care multiple times. The Liberals voted no. Conservatives joined them and voted no. We fought hard and got it to happen, and we kept on pushing, and we still are pushing to make sure it's rolled out properly. But when it's all said and done, it's going to be 9 million Canadians who are going to get this. Basically, anyone in our country who earns less than $90,000, who doesn't have coverage, will get it. 1 in 4 Canadians pretty much are going to get dental care because of us, so that's huge. And the Liberals are nervous about appeasing the big pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies. That's been our major sticking point. And we've said, frankly, we don't care about big pharma and big insurance companies. They're not going to like this, so what? And that's really been our major sticking point. And why it's been so difficult is we have it in writing that they should do this, and they're trying to find ways to get out of it.
Towards the end of the event, some attendees asked Singh to acknowledge the NDP's reaction to the war in the Middle East.
You didn't mention anti-Palestinian racism. Not all Palestinians are Muslim. Your language erases us as a country and as a people. Palestinians are people. This is not an issue of Islam. And your language erases us. You know who else erases us? Your own leaders. The NDP minister in BC, Selena Robinson, the other day. You know
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to ask. I'm going to talk over you if you talk over. No, actually, you are done talking. If you want to have a question, if you want to ask a question, okay, you're not even talking to our guest. You're not even addressing your guest. And you've now taken over the podium. So no, but actually, you are done speaking. No, you have a right to ask a question, not to give a speech. That's what. Your time is on. So if you can ask your question, please do. Please ask it now.
I'm giving you context.
Perfect.
The NDP leader,
Okay, your context is over. Ask the question.
Do not condescend me, sir. I am not done
I'm
speaking.
asking you. Okay, actually, you are. Okay. You can ask your question.
If you get to a question,
She said Gaza is a crappy piece of land with no one on it. You know who's on it? 29 family members of mine.
Please ask
the question.
You know
who's on it? So what are your thoughts on that? Can you tell me what you have to say about Selena Robinson's disgusting comments about my peoples and my land?
I absolutely will.
Please tell me what you have to say about your leaders and your people.
So on that question, what she said was wrong. It was horribly wrong. She was factually wrong. It was harmful. And it was absolutely wrong of her to do that. It's important for us all to be very careful in our language. I think what's very clear is leaders have a responsibility, like you're highlighting, that we can either inflame some of the pain that's out there, or we can do our part to see the pain, acknowledge it, and to give people voice. And I think it's very important that our words do that. So to acknowledge not just the Islamophobia that's on the rise, which is, not just the anti-Semitism, which is, and also acknowledge the anti-Palestinian racism, which is on the rise. And I thank you for bringing that up.
Shortly thereafter, the group protesting was escorted out of the event by unidentified security personnel.
It's actually not, okay, I'm actually, okay, all right, okay.
30,000 Palestinians have been murdered. 30,000 Palestinians.
Did you come to a Middle East debate or a democracy forum? Okay, folks.
They just say a bunch of words.
Folks, because I did.
You call for a
She asked her question.
ceasefire. You call for a ceasefire 4 months too late.
I understand there's pain,
30,000
but
Palestinians
I can
have been
talk.
murdered.
If you do want me to respond, I'm happy to do so. I feel like you might want to express yourself more than you want me to respond, which is fine too. But if you do want me to respond, I'm happy to do so.
NDP, shame on you while you're talking, bombs are dropping. NDP, shame on you while you're talking, bombs are dropping. NDP, shame on you while you're talking, bombs are dropping. NDP, shame on you while you're talking, bombs are dropping.
Finding a peaceful solution, taking that energy to folks on our street.
Singh then continued to answer questions from attendees on a variety of topics. I'm Gabriela Silva Ponte reporting from the SLC.